We have a conscious mind, we have an unconscious mind, and we have a super conscious mind. You know, I've got a conscious mind, and how can I tap into the creative part of my conscious mind? Because your conscious mind is a creative mind by nature. Most people never tap into the creative mind because they are so busy focusing on what's missing, including you. We all do this all day long. We suffer all day long. We're in and out of suffering all the time because we focus on what we've lost, what we have got less of, or what we'll never have. And we tell ourselves we'll never have enough love. We'll never have that again because we've lost it, now it's gone. I'll never find that person again. I'll never have that kind of success again. And that prevents us from connecting to our superconscious. And then you've got an unconscious mind which will do everything you ask it to do, if you give it clear and concise instructions. But if you spend most of your day complaining about what's missing, and you've got a critic that lives inside your mind and it's always evaluating and judging everything that you see, which is what it does, because it's been trained to keep you safe. Because a long time ago, at about the age of 2 or 3 years of age, you had a couple of painful experiences, things that you saw that represented pain, and you told yourself, I will never allow that to happen to me. And from that day forward, you've trained yourself to stay safe. And so what you have is a critical mind, also known as a monkey mind, which means that thoughts are flying through your brain or through your mind at random speeds. According to Deepak or Wayne, the great teacher Wayne Dyer or Deepak, 60 to 90,000 thoughts every 24 hours. The sad thing is that it's the same 60 to 90,000 thoughts past this 24 hours, the same yesterday's 24 hours, and the same before that. And if you're a creature of habit, which means you're a human being, we're all creatures of habit, you've been thinking the same shit all of your life. So you have to ask yourself the question, I've got 35 seconds, can I have an extra minute?
Yeah!
Thank you. So you've got to ask yourself the question, right? When are you going to wake up and smell the coffee? When are you gonna put an end to your nightmare? Because I can tell you right now that heaven exists right where you are right now. But hell also exists right where you are right now. And it's your outlook that creates that effect. Because if you are sitting focusing on what's missing, you're gonna live in hell. You're gonna suffer. But also what's available is always available, my friends. And everything you need is within you all the time. And if you can take control of your conscious mind and take the critic in your mind and silence that critic, and believe me, it takes a long time. I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm 51 years of age in December, and I've been studying for 30 years next July. 30 years of studying this information. I'm one of the best speakers in the world. I'm one of the highest paid speakers in the world. I travel the world. I've got clients right across the globe. And I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm telling you that because I worked my ass off to get to that point. And I was a kid that grew up in the toughest neighborhood in South Africa, next to a police station in 1966, and saw brutality in the yard next door every day of my life. At the age of 4, I watched people getting beaten to death. In 1972. In 1987, I was in Angola as a soldier on a top secret mission, and I killed hundreds of people. And I suffered for 9 years with nightmares and post-traumatic stress. I became an alcoholic as a result. I've lived on the streets. I've been a drug addict for most of my youth. Luckily, I woke up one day and I said, I'd like to put an end to my nightmare. And I began to study spiritual psychology. And I'm here to tell you tonight that you need to study spiritual psychology. You need to study who you really are, because who you are is not your name. Who you are is not your hand. Who you are is not your hair. Who you are is not your clothes. Who you are is God. You are God unfolded, literally. You are God in action. You are God in flow. But your authentic self will never come to the fore if you constantly focus on what's missing. The time is now to start focusing on what's available. And what's available is always available. And it's right inside you, and it's called love. Thank you for listening.